One great tool that teachers and students can use to extend learning beyond the hours of the classroom is Microsoft Lync. You can see the Lync window here with all of the contacts that I might have available. So teachers can now pull in experts from outside of the classroom environment or even take learning beyond the hours that the students are actually at school. So let's assume that I want to have a discussion or a class or a revision session with Leah. If I drop Leah into the meeting, she will automatically be involved and I can chat with her in real time. On the right hand side of the screen you can see that there is an upload of a PowerPoint that I might use as some information for the class, and then I can also have other forms of interaction with Leah. One of the other possibilities in the meeting or in the lesson is to turn video on, and that means that I can then see the person who is involved in the class. So now I can see Leah, who's involved in our class. If I don't want the video on anymore, of course, I can immediately turn that off and just rely on voice, and our chat window continues. One of the great possibilities for using Lync with students outside of class time is the ability to record the session that you are doing. And what this does is allows for the students to be able to watch back this lesson or this activity. The other option is the possibility of sharing resources online in real time. So you can see here that we are sharing a presentation that we can go through, and as soon as I switch slides, then Leah, the student, will be watching those slides live. Similarly, I can type on these and make notes or additions straight on top of the slide, or if I'm using a tablet PC, then I can very easily draw on top of these slides and draw attention to certain parts of detail if I want to. One thing we often want to do is see whether our students are following the content that we might be going through with them. So we can use the polling feature in Lync. So here we have a survey, and if I can ask Leah to respond to that survey, she can read the question herself, it's appearing on her screen, and as soon as she votes, it comes across live to the teacher. One of the other things we can do is immediately share the results with all of the attendees. So therefore, if I go show results to everyone, that means the students will now be able to see the graph and have some idea of the opinion of their fellow students. Another way that we can interact is using what's called a whiteboard. A whiteboard really is a space where we could do writing or typing or anything else we want to in this space. I've set up a graph here that I might have a conversation with the students about the numbers of staff that are actually coming into physical workplaces over time. And of course I could make some sort of ink predictions on here about what I think, so many staff at the start and decreasing over time. And if I wanted my students to respond, Leah, can you respond there to what you think happens in your environment? They can immediately interact with this graph in real time. So that graph can then be saved out. Any of these features can be saved, and once again, the session is being recorded for later use if we need it. So you can see how Microsoft Lync is a very powerful tool for teaching and learning. When I stop recording, it will allow me to automatically save out that meeting to view back at a later time.